and welcome back to another episode of Get Wedding Ready with me, Wura Manola. Happy New Year, guys. This is my very first video of 2017, and this video is a very special one for everyone who got engaged during the Christmas season, anyone who's planning their wedding in 2017, and people that are still waiting in faith for that to come through. So guys, without further ado, this video is going to be 10 common mistakes that brides tend to make while they're going through the wedding planning process. This video is actually very important because there's so many mistakes that brides tend to make. They don't only pay for it emotionally because they get stressed, they also pay for it financially. In no particular order, let's get straight into it. So the first mistake that brides tend to make is leaving their wedding dress shopping to the last minute. People feel like they can go into a bridal boutique store, try on a dress, and voila, that's it. Ladies, it doesn't work like that. The wedding dress shopping experience can take ages. I'm telling you from experience. It can be very difficult to find the dress for you, so you need to make sure you leave enough time to go dress shopping. One of the mistakes that I made is to leave it to 6 months before my wedding, and I started to panic. The first shop that I went into, the women were saying, "Oh, you don't have time. What? You're just coming in? Oh my God, you don't have time. No dress will be able to be made in time for you." So that kind of put pressure on me. So the next shop I went into, I bought a dress because I was like, you know what? I don't have any more time. Leave enough time. I would say leave at least 6 to 9 months. If you can leave a year, perfect. So the other thing that people don't realize with dress shopping is that you need to leave enough time to fit your dress. You're gonna have dress fittings when the dress arrives. It has to fit you like a glove. If you've lost weight or added weight, they might need to take out some material or take in. So you want to make sure you have time for all of this. Ladies, don't leave it till it's too late. You don't want to settle for a dress that you don't like. As soon as you get that ring on your finger, start booking your appointments. And another thing I would say is a lot of boutiques tend to get filled up quickly, especially during weekends. Weekdays are okay, but during weekends, some boutiques are fully booked. So you might have to wait like a month or 3 weeks if it's a very popular boutique. So ladies, make sure you don't leave it too late to get your wedding dress. So the next mistake that brides tend to make while they're going through the wedding planning process is they forget to secure their vendors with a deposit. Have you guys seen this meme that goes around Instagram like, if you don't secure deposits, don't talk to me, or just something like that? When you're talking to vendors, a lot of brides and a lot of people are talking to these vendors as well. And remember, it's not just weddings. People are having editorial shoots, you know, there's TV going on. So these vendors that you're looking at, photographers, videographers, and makeup artists, they're also being booked for other occasions. So they're really high in demand. In the eyes of the vendor, if you haven't paid a deposit, you haven't booked them. So no matter how much you talk to them, tell them you love their work, you're going to book them, if that money does not land in their accounts, bye Felicia, that date is still open. So guys, if you're talking to a vendor, if you really like that vendor and you want to secure that vendor, make sure you pay your deposit. The next common mistake that brides tend to make during their wedding planning process is looking for a cheap way out. Don't get me wrong, we all love deals, we all love bargains, and we're always trying to save money where we can. But in life, if you find a cheap way out, you'll pay the price. Look for quality when it comes to your wedding. If you're looking for vendors and you can't afford the big ones, look for up-and-coming vendors that have amazing work. Don't go and look for someone that has maybe 2 or 3 followers, but they put up one nice picture and they're really, really cheap. You're going to pay the price. Have you seen these memes on the internet? Sorry, I love memes. Have you seen this meme going around, what I gave my tailor to make, what my tailor made? That is literally what you're going to get for your wedding if you take the cheap way out. So guys, invest in your wedding. If you can't afford, do DIY, do it yourself, so you know at least, you know, you're the one doing it yourself. I've got people who have gotten dresses from China, wedding dresses from China, and what has come, like someone said a rat could not even wear the dress that is sent to her. Like it was ripped apart, everything. Please, please, please don't take the cheap way out. It's not worth it for your wedding. So the fourth common mistake that brides make during their wedding planning process is asking a friend or a family member to do something at their wedding. When you want a friend to do something for you, because they're your friend, you feel somehow paying full price. So it's natural for you to ask your makeup friend to give you discounts or your videographer to do it for free or something like that because they're your friend. But these people have to make money. This is how they make money. And you don't want to sour your friendships. Like, I've seen this happen to so many people, how they ask someone to do makeup for their wedding because they're their friend, or videography or something, and they ask for discount and the person doesn't want to give discounts, and they start to feel some type of way, like, aren't you my friend? The friendship now goes south. Guys, to save your friendships and your relationship with your family, please, I'm begging you, do not use your family and friends as vendors. So sometimes in my workout, you might have someone who cooks, which is fine, or you might have someone who does decoration. You just have to make sure you keep it 100% professional. I would say if you're using a friend or a family friend or someone related to you as your wedding vendor, please leave discounts out of it and don't expect a discount. Go into it professionally, because once you start expecting discounts and expecting favors, that's when it starts to get sour, and you can lose a friend and lose family friends and lose, like, stop talking to family members. If you can, just avoid it. So the fifth thing, that common mistake that brides make and that I made for my wedding, is not going for trials. So makeup trials, hair trials, and even visiting your vendors. Make sure you go for a makeup trial, make sure you go for a hair trial. Like, it's so important, so you know what to expect on your wedding day. Because when you go for a trial, you can easily say, okay, I don't want this smoky eyes, can we do something? Okay, I don't like these lips, can we do something else? You have the luxury of choosing your looks that day, whereas on your wedding day, there's no time for you to start saying, oh, remove the smoking eyes and do something else, remove these lips and do something else. It just wouldn't work out. So guys, make sure you go for trials. It's so important. I didn't go for a trial for my makeup, and although it turned out beautiful, I'd have loved to go for a trial because I could have played with different looks, whereas on that day, there was no time and I didn't want to be stressed out. Next common mistake that brides tend to make at weddings is doing things themselves and not delegating. It's so important for you to delegate tasks. Like, that's why you have bridesmaids. Bridesmaids are there to help you. You can't do everything by yourself. There's some brides that carry everything on their head and do everything themselves. I was like that in the beginning. I wanted to do everything myself because obviously it was my wedding and I'm a wedding planner, so I wanted everything to go my way and be perfect. But there's some things that I just sat and I said, you know what, I can't come and die. On top wedding, mba mba mba. So I literally, for my non-Nigerian viewers, mba means no. So I just literally started delegating. So I looked for 2 or 3 of my bridesmaids that were super on it, and I'll just ask them to do things. The most important thing when delegating tasks is to delegate it to people who can do things. It's so important for you to rely on the people you're delegating tasks to for your wedding. Once you can rely on that person, it's so easy for you to delegate tasks, and it takes the burden off you. You can't do it all. You trying to do everything for your wedding is how people crash and burn. So the next common mistake brides tend to make is saying yes to the first thing they see. When you're wedding planning, don't say yes to the first thing you see. This is common negotiating tricks and tactics that you learn if you grow up in Nigeria or Lagos. Like, whenever I go to the market with my mom or go somewhere, like, it's not the first thing she sees that she buys. She makes sure she negotiates it. She goes around to see if there's anything better. It's the same thing with your wedding. You need to go around and see if there's anything better. I don't mean spend like years and years on something. I just mean, like, make sure you do your research. You don't have to say, okay, I love this color pink, I'm gonna get pink. And then tomorrow you're like, actually, I actually like silver. And then you see gold on Instagram and you're like, oh, I want gold. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, you need to shop around and make sure that, okay, you know what I'm getting is the one, and you say yes to it. Some people walk into a store and the first dress they see, everyone will be like, that's the one, and they get it. And then when they go home, they're like, don't really like this dress, and they start to feel, oh, I don't like this dress, why did I get this dress? It's so important for you to shop around before you say yes to the first thing that you see. So the next thing, almost at the end, guys, the next common mistake that brides tend to make is, this is the most common mistake that brides tend to make, and this is asking the wrong people to be their bridesmaids. I've heard so many horror stories about bridesmaids drama. When I hear some stories, I'm just like, come on, is it your wedding or is it her wedding? Some bridesmaids are just there to shine. Some of them are there to add to their bridesmaids list. Some of them are there to add to your hashtag. Some of them are there to add following on their Instagram and appear on Bella Nigeria. Like, there's some people that they're just there for different reasons. You need to choose the people who have your best interest at heart. There are different reasons why people choose people to be bridesmaids, but if you're choosing bridesmaids solely on the reason that they're hot, they all have flat bellies and they're fine, that your own has finished, because they're going to give you exactly what you want. They're going to come and model on the day, but doing stuff. So you need to make sure you choose people that have your best interest at heart. Why I say that is because people who have your best interest at heart are going to go above and beyond for you. They're going to make sure that they get everything done, and you're not going to be stressed. But when you choose people that are choosing what they want to wear, like you go to choose a bridesmaid dress and everyone's like, I don't like this. I don't like this. This doesn't make me look nice. Like, You don't need that stress. Like, choose people who have your best interest at heart. I cannot stress it, to be your bridesmaids. So guys, we're almost there. 2 more mistakes and we're done. The 9th common mistake that brides tend to make during their wedding planning process is choosing vendors because of their hype. Choosing vendors because of their hype is the worst thing you can do. There's so many horror stories I have heard from hyped vendors. What I mean by hype vendors, I mean vendors who have thousands and thousands of followers on their Instagram page. So naturally you see them on, wedding blogs all the time and you're like, yes, I'm choosing that person. Child, like, turn it down a bit, calm down, do your research before you choose that wedding vendor, because let me tell you, these vendors are here, they're not playing. They're here to take blood. Social media is so deceiving these days. Like, honestly, you need to ask people who've used these vendors. So it's not alright for you to go to their social media page and go everywhere. They're going to show you what they want you to see. You need to ask people, how was this vendor? How was their mannerism? How are they getting back to you? Because let me tell you, vendors can stress you. So guys, make sure you choose the right wedding vendors. So now, the last common mistake that brides tend to make is leaving their honeymoon till late. So when you're during the wedding planning process, some people don't take their honeymoon seriously. They're like, I can always go for it, I'll book that late. Honeymoon can be expensive, and the earlier you book, the better. If you leave it too late, you might not get good deals. And let me tell you, booking your honeymoon in advance is so good, because when you go through this stress of wedding planning, what helps you and what saves you is the fact that you have a honeymoon coming up. The fact that you have something to go away from after the whole wedding palaver. Palaver means trouble and wahala. They all mean trouble. So guys, make sure you book your honeymoon as soon as you can. So guys, these are my 10 common mistakes that brides tend to make. Make sure you choose the right bridesmaids. Make sure you book your honeymoon in advance. Don't leave your dress shopping till late, as you can see, as I've spoken about. Don't use your family and friends for your vendors, and if you do, keep it 100% professional. So guys, I hope this video has helped a bride to be out there, or someone looking to get married in the future, make the right decisions and not encounter any of these mistakes, because let me tell you, some of these mistakes can cost you money. If you don't secure that vendor with a deposit, you might end up choosing someone who's available but overpriced, or you might end up choosing someone that you don't like. So guys, thank you so much for coming by my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe to me so you can see me all the time, and don't forget to turn on your notifications to alert you when I have a new video. That is so important. Guys, subscribe. I know I've said, but subscribe. I'm almost at 1,000, and I'm going to have a giveaway at my 1,000th subscriber. Also, I just want to shout out Beauty by Inspire. My look today is as a result of a YouTube collaboration with Beauty by Inspire. She has a lovely video on this look. I'm gonna put her handle down below. And also, if you want to get a special discount, from Beauty by Inspire in the new year, send a message to me and I'll send you a coupon code that you can use to get some coins off. So thank you guys for coming about this video, and have a great new year. Thank you and bye.